Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The Show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one was what he's been able to do this past month, really putting together an outstanding 4 weeks of play. It will be a major factor in this one today.
He's been a force to be reckoned with, Boo. Elite stats and makes an impact every time he steps on the field. Can't wait to see what he's got in store for this crowd today.
Pitch coming your way next. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Gerrit Cole. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Just about ready to roll. Jackson Holliday getting ready to hit. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. The Yankees off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Cole, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Next offering is fouled back. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Pete Alonso, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Ward at the plate now, and that's strike one.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Right through there for a strike. Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Holiday off of first with 2 away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx and getting to start for Baltimore, Chris Bassitt. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Base knock right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
It's Aaron Judge now, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down.
Batting third.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Giancarlo Stanton stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. This one in the air, center field. Cowser settles under this one. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Comes up empty.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Very used to hitting in spots like this. Right now, second in the AL in RBIs.
Ball, outside.
Two on, 2 outs. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it was a strike. The call will stand. So they've only got 1 challenge left now.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going.
That's 3. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started. Now here's the Orioles DH, Jeremiah Jackson. That one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Cole, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swing and a miss as he was late.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
In the air, right field, Judge has a beat on it, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. To the right side, Holiday whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 28,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Comes in working with the 6th best average in the AL. And a foul ball. No score here in the second. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 8, the shortstop,
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a bouncer. Westburg throws to first in time.
batting 9.
Here's Ryan McMahon now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
The Yanks looking to strike first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Bounce to the right. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back, and coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, We take a look at those numbers. Adley Rutschman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Check swing, but it's put in play. And that's foul. The 0-2. Ripped to right. Judge takes it in for the out. One away.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. To third. On to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jackson Holliday will hit next. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Grisham is there, makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Fouled off to the right. This one smoked on its way out of here. He hammers one out to right. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ward under it. And there's one down. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though.
Next for the Yankees.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. This to third. Westberg. Long throw to first. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Picked up a base hit to center his first time on. High fly ball out to left field. That is the inning. Yankees draw first blood at a solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swing and a foul straight back. Henderson, 24 years old. He made his big league debut in 2022, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a foul ball. The Orioles trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Alonso, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Going. Gone. Taylor Ward blasts one out. Home run number 5 on the season. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Digging in, Jeremiah Jackson. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Rip to third. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Struck out swinging his first time. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. This one pops straight up near the plate. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. On a bounce right side. Alonso steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
So up next for New York, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. Tapper back to the mound. Toss to Alonso. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
Now here is Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. Chop to the right side. Holiday. Play made. That ends the inning. Yanks held in check. And our score remains 2-1. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far. And that one fouled off. Yo, 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two outs, base is empty. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time up.
No, that's a ball. Huh.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One, 2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into left field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 7, second base.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Jackson Holiday. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. One left for the Orioles, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. One up, one down.
Up next for the Yankees,
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. ripped, but it curls foul. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. So now back to the top of the order.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power. And that one fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. Out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Swings and he breaks his bat. Holiday, the flip, and they get the out. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Chop to third. What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 25, Pete Alonso.
The polar bear, as he was dubbed by his former teammate Todd Frazier. 1 for 2. A little bit low.
That's low.
And that is ball 1. Swings through that one. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder.
Ward in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Cole train. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They lead it 2-1. bottom of the 6th inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr., one of the best bats in the league this season, Siggy.
Yeah, line drives, gap to gap. He's doing it all, Bo. Those extra base hits are just piling up.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. And that one fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Alonso under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 20.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Has grounded out a couple of times. Rolled over to third. Toss to Alonso. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees. And they trail it here 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. And that drops in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Now it doesn't strike outs for him in this one. And the Orioles lead one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Felix Bautista. Well, 1-run game. Austin Wells digs in now. Looking to get the tying run on base. Yeah, that's fouled off. Jackknifes out of the way. Two one now. Gets him to chase after that one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that misses. 3-2 now.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. Toss to Alonso, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fought off foul. Swing at a chopper. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge preparing to come on if needed. Ends getting cranked up as well. Bautista, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1.
Now,
welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ryan Weathers. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill.
the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Just missed. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Jackson Holiday.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holiday. 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 in this one. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 25, Pete.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Holiday leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger moving under this one. And that is that. One hit, one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Orioles.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Kittredge. Leading off, Trent Grisham. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a home. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. The 1-0. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Outside low, ball 1. So the tying run at second. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The Yankees with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Snags it on the run. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jake Bird. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Now the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Check swing, no appeal. Ball 1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Now this is a rocket to left. Bellinger takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, Colton Cowser.
The center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And first offering is fouled off.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The other way, and he beats the shift. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One-run game, bottom 9. In the air, left field. Dives and it gets by. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Austin Wells will hit next. Line, and that's a base hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Helsley out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. The left-hander on now, Dietrich Enns.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
Fouls away the first offering.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Now it's going to be Ryan McMahon. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. The winning run on second base. Outside with a breaking ball.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That one lifted to left. Ward settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Bellinger is in to score, and they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And fouled off. Winning run stands at second. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. But a big turn of events here in the ninth as we are again all knotted up. We are tied 2-2.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Right side, hard hit. Rice takes it himself, and here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
The catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Fouled off. He was late. This one in the air. And there's two down.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. On the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-2. Bird, 30 years old now. And they went out, struck him out looking. Orioles held in check there. Score remains 2-2.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 90.
This one in the air, right field. And now the winning run is on base.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
That's to third. Here's Holiday for one. Double play. That erases the would-be winning run.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dietrich Enns is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Base is empty after the double play. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. What a play, inning over. Yanks held in check, and this game is still tied at 2-2. So they turn to their closer, David Bednar.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
That one pulled foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Just missed. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Alonso now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That's a little bit low.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Got him swinging for the K.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
The 0-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And here comes Bellinger.
For the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
In the air out to center. Base hit into the outfield. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Yankees walk it off in the 11th.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
The final score, a 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shammy. Thanks for joining us.